Hey, my name's Tyson. This is the Awareness Project, a nonprofit based in Utah working to bring real stories from our homeless community to the public. These interviews are about giving a voice to the voiceless, breaking the stigma, and showing that behind every face on the street that there's a human being with a story that matters. Do you want to start off with your name, man? You can go with like a nickname or whatever.
I'm Striker.
Striker, nice to meet you, man.
Nice to
Thanks
meet
for
you.
sitting down. So I was just driving by. Striker was holding a sign. We're in Utah County right now, so I usually have a pretty scripted video, but with this Striker, I just want to go off script a little bit and just get your story out there. I think it's important that people understand why you're out here and how you got here. So let's just start with this, man. Where were you born at?
I was born right here in Utah County, right where the Walmart is, right there. That was our farm. That's where I was born and raised.
How was your childhood?
It's an average childhood, I would guess. I mean, nothing traumatic, nothing bad, nothing real fantastic. Just life on a farm. It's a rough life.
So obviously there's a big gap to fill between then and now, but I want you to share, like, at what point did it become a struggle, things start struggling for you, and like what led you to being out here in a chair and having your belongings behind you and having to fly a sign to get what you need?
Well, going way back, I I rode bulls, rodeo. I traveled around the country riding bull. I didn't work. I just rodeoed, and I went professional. And I was good, but not good enough. Got the crap kicked out of me on a consistent basis, and that's why I am the way I am now. The head injuries, diagnosed with CTE.
For those that don't know what CTE, can you explain what that is?
It's chronic traumatic encephalopathy. It's like the same thing the football players get from like too many concussions.
Okay.
Like the Aaron Hernandez died from, and a lot of the football players you've seen that have committed suicide lately, that they've had CTE. But,
What year were you diagnosed with CTE?
it was 4 years ago,
Okay.
and that's what kind of led me to where I'm at. Is
So before 4 years ago, were you on the streets?
no, I had an apartment, and my had a fiance. Her two daughters lived with us, and I went to work every day. And then,
Was everything pretty normal at that point?
yeah, uh, right then it was, until I couldn't work anymore, and they finally diagnosed me with the CTE. And I was trying to get on disability, and it took forever to get on that. And in the meantime, I had to put food on the table. So I thought it'd be a great idea to start selling dope. And yeah, not a great idea.
Where did so you started selling dope? Uh, where did that lead? Like, did you end up losing your apartment, a
Yeah,
fiance?
ended up getting raided by DEA and ATF. And I took all the charges I made sure my fiance didn't get any charges. They was going to charge her the same as me, but I made a deal with them. Hey, you got a maybe case with her and a maybe case with me, or you can have a slam dunk with me. What do you want to do? And so I basically signed a confession that day, so that she didn't get in trouble. And yeah, I got that. Ended up, her losing her daughters to um, family service, whatever it's called. And
How long did you go to jail for?
about 9-ish months.
Okay. So
And
then when you got out, you had no apartment to go back to.
yeah, I had nothing. Like, literally, the clothes that I had on going into jail is what I had.
So that was about 4 years ago.
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah, I was in 21, August of 21, actually.
so then what? You're outside. Is that the first time you've been homeless in your life?
Yes. I mean, other than like intentionally being homeless,
Yeah,
just,
yeah, running around on the streets.
yeah, just out running amok. But that was the first time I literally had nothing, nowhere, nobody. And, and I just found a hustle everywhere I went, just finding a way to make money or finding a way to get my fix or, just to score my drugs.
So, um, speaking of like the selling drugs and doing drugs, you had mentioned earlier before we started the interview that you're sober now.
Yes,
How long has it been since you've used?
it has been, I haven't had a drink in 5.5 years,
Wow, bro.
but I've done drugs since then. I haven't done drugs in 7 months now.
Wow, man. Congratulations.
And I was hardcore addicted to opiates.
And you're on an opiate blocker shot, right?
Yes, the Brixhaldi, which it is heaven sent.
You called it a God shot.
The God shot.
It's saving your life.
Yep.
That's awesome, man. I'm really proud of you for going that far.
Yeah, they wanted me withdrawing when I went into the office. So I was 3 days cold turkey, just sicker than shit, and just wanted to die, thinking anything I can do to get well. They give me that shot and just instantly nothing. I mean,
Wow.
somebody could be sitting there smoking it right now, blowing it in my face, and I wouldn't care. I mean, no urges, no nothing.
Wow. So I know this from experience. Once you go from like being on the streets and your purpose being to stay high and that's pretty much it, to being on the streets and not having that anymore, everything kind of changes for you.
Oh,
So
dramatically.
yeah, definitely. So since you've been clean off the drugs, like what is your day look like? Like, do you have don't tell me where, but do you have like a set place where you go to sleep?
I try to get enough money, out flying a sign. I try to get enough money to get a hotel room or split a hotel room with somebody.
How often does that happen?
Probably 3 days a week, maybe 4 sometimes.
You're able to get inside?
Yeah. But not always, but more than not, I do.
So we're in Utah, right? It's gonna get cold and snow a lot, most likely.
Yeah.
It's gonna get cold for sure, though. What happens then?
Hopefully, I'm not on this continent anymore. I'm going to Luxembourg to get. My friend is a RN. Well, she was an RN here. I don't know what her title is over there. Something in the medical field. But I'm just waiting for my itinerary to go there. I'm hoping within a couple of weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, man.
It scared as hell, but
Yeah.
excited too. But
So
how many people get a chance to start over?
yeah, man, what a blessing. So there's no diagnosis for your brain disorder, right?
Yeah, the CTE. Well, it's suspected CTE because they can't confirm the diagnosis until post-mortem.
Okay.
So right now it's suspected CTE.
How's the rest of your health?
Well, I have MS as well, but the symptoms of MS and CTE, they overlap so much that they missed the diagnosis for a long time. We just chalked everything up to CTE and didn't know about MS. Now I'm I'm getting I know that what symptoms are what, but being homeless, I don't get the treatments that I really need just because I'm unsheltered, where I don't have an immune system. I'll catch every and any little bug that comes along if I do the treatment. So I haven't done my infusions, but
So without you being able to get treatment, um, what's what's the expected result?
sorry, what's the what?
What's the expected result with not being able to get treated for both of those?
I'm gonna have more progression with my MS, more lesions on my spine, which turned out that it'll just be more disabilities, whether it's walking, talking, seeing, whatever. And the CTE, that there's really no helping or hurting it. It is what it is. It's such a new disease that, I mean, up until a few years ago, they called it punch drunk still, just from like the boxers. So, I mean, they're coming along with new stuff, but it's still so new that most doctors won't even touch it.
I'm my heart really hurts for you, man. That like truly that you have to be out here at your age and to deal with that, all of those difficult things in your life, man.
Don't feel real bad for me though. Get my life. Sorry, my life's being cut short, but I've lived more than most people have in 5 lifetimes. I mean, I'm not having fun in this body, out here, but I've lived. I mean, yeah, one night I might be in a suite in Caesar's Palace, and the next night I'm in Farmer Joe's chicken coop, but it was a hell of a ride.
What's so you have a lot of hope, or you have some hope in you right now. It sounds like,
Oh yeah,
and so
that's all I do have. I mean, if you don't have hope, shit, what's the point of anything? You might as well go start a shotgun, and that's not going to happen.
so is it the feeling that you've lived such a full life, that just gives you that sense of like accomplishment with your life, and that makes you okay?
I mean, to a point, yes, but at the same time, I've done a lot of stuff I'm not proud of. That you know, nowadays, I know I can't go back in the past and change those things that I've done, but I just try to do every decision I make, I weigh it against is it the next right thing? And I'm not perfect by any means, but I do try. And I'm not saying I'm cut out for karma by any means either, but I've seen a difference. A light at the end of the tunnel, maybe, but I'm not adding more karma, more karma. You know, I'm not withdrawing more out of my account. I'm finally, you know, maybe helping somebody or giving them something, or not taking from somebody. You know, it just makes me go to sleep,
Yeah.
actually able to go to sleep.
Yeah. Why don't you stay in a shelter? Or is that something you've done in the past and
Just the warming shelters, like, you know, in the winter when it's cold.
you'll stay there?
I have, but I will do everything in my power not to. Is just, I mean, I'm grateful for the help.
Yeah.
Don't, I'm not trying to sound, you know, ungrateful, but they're not good places. I mean, there, a lot of bad shit happens.
So when you come out and fly a sign, your main goal is to get inside for the night.
Yeah, that's pretty much 20 hours a day my goal.
How do you eat?
There's a lot of nice people out here that always make, almost like I have regulars that come and check on me and will bring me some Chinese food, or, you know, tell me they was thinking about me when they was making this or buying this. And it,
So you're surviving off of people's kindness.
yeah, without them, I get disability,
Yeah.
but it's next to nothing,
Yeah.
and it's gone really fast, you know, with paying my bills and paying back what I borrowed throughout the month. And it's, I mean, there's jerks out here like anywhere, but all in all, they restore my faith in humanity.
It's awesome, man. If you could, for the people that are watching, if you could give them like a wise piece of advice, what's something that you'd give them?
Boy, I don't know how much wise advice I have, but one, just first and foremost, just don't even pick it up, the drugs and alcohol that, I mean, I'm an addict. I'll die an addict. And I know that now. You know, I knew that a long time ago. I just didn't care enough, or thought that I don't have, you know, I don't have the bad kind of addiction. That, but staying away, ask for help, and talk to anybody that'll listen. Tell them what you need, whether that's just a hand to hold or a hamburger. You know, that's, somebody will help.
So it's wise advice, man. It's really wise advice. Well, man, I really appreciate you like taking your time out of your day to sit down and share your story. Um, if anybody listening wants to help, then uh, all you got to do is go to www.theawarenessprojectut.com, and there's a button there to give back. In the notes, just put the episode number, and whatever is donated will 100% go to helping him. Is there any other things that you need that people might be able to help you with?
A winning lottery ticket, maybe. But no, I'm I'm doing the best I can with what I got.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate it again, man. I thank you for your time, and I'll definitely be seeing more of you. Okay.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity.